Hello everyone! Welcome back to spaceforedit. On this channel we talk about all the things that they don't teach you in design school but you need to know in the real world. And in today's video I wanted to talk about client relationships. How do you do? When do you do? What do you say? What do you not say? How do you react? And maybe some other little tricks, tips, experience bits that I can share with you as well. So there's not quite a lot of structure to this video, so just make your way through it and stay till the end if you want to take part in the giveaway. I am giving away three entries to my 3D course just to celebrate the fact that we have hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So stick through till the end of the video and find out how you can enter the giveaway. Okay, let's get on to the video. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this nice and short because I'm on a lunch break. The house is baby and husband free, so we are rolling. And we're gonna dive straight into the first thing that you need to do is really figure out yourself. And I feel like a lot of people don't do this and completely skip this step, but it's so important and is gonna honestly mean everything in the long run. And this is why. So when I say get to know yourself, is really ask yourself, what is my vibe? How do I interact with people as a person? You know, as just with your friends, as your family members. How do you interact with them? Are you more like relaxed, chilled, have a little laugh, you know, like to have a little joke and kind of not take things too seriously? Or are you a bit more introverted, maybe like a calm person and you just, you know, like to keep things simple and get straight to the point? So figure out what you prefer to do. And like I said, this is going to mean a lot in the long term, because eventually if you started off putting up this like persona of super professional, of a super professional designer, and you like to use all these smart terms and, you know, speak in a language that you don't really use on a daily basis, eventually it's going to catch up with you and you're just gonna get tired of it and you're gonna start to resent your job because you are constantly have to put up this mask and play along almost this character that you've created. But if you learn to just kind of be in peace with yourself and obviously calm down a little bit, you know, take the reins in a little bit, don't go all out too crazy. Although, hey, if that is your vibe, then you just go with it, okay? And if that works for you, brilliant. But usually with clients, we need to be a little bit more kind of cautious. Me, personally, I'm quite easygoing. Hopefully you can tell by my videos. I like to have a little joke, have a little laugh, and at the same time get straight to the point. I don't like wasting time, wasting my time, wasting my clients' time, and that's the sort of vibe that I'm trying to kind of introduce from the very beginning, from like the initial conversations. And so far so good. No one's really complained and said that I'm being unprofessional or, you know, not taking things too seriously. All the clients that I have worked with have been quite happy with how I treat them and how I conversate with them. So take the step, definitely nail down how you feel about it, what do you want your vibe to be, and keep that in mind. Okay, next step, what you need to do is analyze your client. But it's obviously harder to do when you haven't yet met them, haven't had a conversation, or just been introduced via email. But you can always just kind of ask yourself these general questions about your client as well. So are they a big business owner? Are they a small entrepreneur, small business? Are they a corporate company? So is the contact person that you are actually dealing with sort of in the middle of this whole long food chain? All of these little things are going to affect your relationship and just how things will go throughout the project. Because if the person is sitting on the top, they've got their little small business and you're helping them out with that, then it's going to be a completely different vibe than with someone who's in the middle of that food chain and they have constantly, every day, they have been bombarded with emails and calls and someone is chasing them up whilst they are chasing you. I'm sure you can understand that if you keep that in mind, then you will understand when they are frustrated or nervous or upset even, and it will just help you understand how to better navigate through all of the ups and downs that we have to work with on daily basis. And the same goes to let's say you're a residential designer, your client is residential owner, so a homeowner, and you know that's very personal to them. Same like small business owner, everything's so personal. They are putting their own money, they are investing every single penny probably, and again, that's a completely different vibe, and you need to have a different mindset to understand where they are coming from. I feel like interior designers as well have to work double hard, because you need to have this creative game on fleek. You know, you need to deliver what you have been hired for to do, and you also need to be a master of communication and sales, and really kind of driving that business side forward. Or even if you are a part of a company and you are working for your employer, you are still representing the bigger company. You know, the word of the company is illuminated over your head, or you know, on your email signature. You still have to represent someone, and just understanding where your client is coming from, what's their background, what do they deal with on daily basis. You know, are they dealing with loads of emails, or are they more like out and about and really busy and haven't got time to be sitting down and, you know, reading your long paragraph emails. You really need to kind of get to the core of them to create this kind of successful relationship throughout your project. Also, it's worth to keep in mind how long the project timeline is. So is it just like a little consultation, or maybe a short-term project where you just work on a concept and give them a couple of mood boards? Or is it something that you need to really take from start to finish all the way through the end? Now, oh my God, there is a freaking spider. No, go away. Go away. Go away, go away, go away. I hate spiders. I thought it was a fluff and it was a spider. Oh, killing my vibe. Okay. Regroup. I didn't expect that. Right. Where were we? Right. Length of the project. I can't cope. Okay. Length of the project, why it's important. Okay, so this will help you to understand how to maybe deliver the design process. So is it going to be like straight to the point, bam, 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 this is what you get, these are the terms, and that's how we kind of work through the project very quickly and snappy? Or if it's a long-term project, then you really need to start working on that relationship with them. So when later down the line shiz hits the fan, you know that you kind of know them almost on a more personal level, so they will be more understanding, more forthcoming, and you know, you never know, they might even come up with a solution to the problem themselves. So it's always good to kind of keep the length of the project and maybe the dynamic of the project in mind as well. The next step, very, very important, is to really nail down the client journey with you. So I'm talking about straight away from the first introduction, whether if it's from ad, whether if it's from an email, a phone conversation, networking event, all the way through the design process, the design development, delivery, if you have been appointed to deliver the project as well, and even finishing off with those finishing touches with the goodbyes, follow-ups. I'm saying goodbyes, maybe see you later if it's a returning client, and yeah, and then even the follow-ups, like how are you going to follow them up? Are you going to send little reminders, you know, on Christmas, little Christmas cards and things like that? Really nail down that process, go through it as if you were in their shoes, so you understand how you need to come across and you really understand how they will feel, which is a little bit hard when you've been doing this day in, day out. You kind of forget about those little nuances, how they all add up, and you kind of end up with your final project, your final install. But for a client who most likely hasn't worked with the designer before, they don't really know the ins and outs. They don't know what we do on the daily. This is also a good reason why you should probably include the breakdown of your services in your design fees, so people can really understand how the fees are adding up and what they will essentially get from you. Okay, let's just have a little minute to talk about all the uncomfortable situations that you will probably have to deal with and how to deal with them. First advice that I can give to you is everything is figure-outable. Okay, we need to just take a little chill pill when something comes up, when a complaint comes in, when something goes wrong, when trades are not delivering, when trades are acting up. Just take a chill pill, a quick one, few breaths in and out, and then approach this issue from a logical person's perspective. It's hard to do that when you are fully in, the motion of everything that's going on. You might be dealing with multiple projects, with multiple clients at the same time. There are issues coming in at you left, right, center. But what you really need to do is detach your emotional self. I know we get all very invested emotionally into our projects, and that's just because we love what we do. But we do need to kind of detach that part and think, okay, clean slate, what can we do? What can I do to solve this issue? Who do I need to ring? Who do I need to email? Who can help me out? Who could come in? Do I need to outsource now? Do I need to put extra money towards something? And just start to think logically instead of with your heart. Because when you think with your heart, sometimes when you are dealing with issues in design, then you need to just stay professional and stay cool. Your reputation will most likely be affected by how you react in these situations, probably more than how you will create your designs and how beautiful and creative your design solutions will be. How you actually deal with the uncomfortable stuff, that is what your clients are going to remember, and that's why you really need to focus on it and do your best. Really, all we can do is just do our best. Right, and let's finish up with some do's and don'ts, shall we? Okay, quick little list of to-dos that you do need to do in order to keep your client happy and the conversation flowing between yourselves smoothly. First, keep a tight eye on your deadlines and on your timelines, and make sure that you communicate this with your client. I think it's easy to forget to update your client where you are compared to the timeline that you agreed with in the beginning of the project, and we just kind of get caught up in this. Maybe you're on a creative journey and you are just banging out the designs, or maybe you are just overrun and you forget. Do make sure that you update your client whilst you are doing the designs, because again, they are sitting on the other side of this whole thing. They are not seeing what you are doing daily, so they can get a little bit discouraged if you don't keep in touch with them and don't update them. Do take responsibility of your own tasks as well as the whole team's task. If you are working for yourself, embrace it all and brace yourself and power through. It doesn't matter whether you are a senior, midweight, or junior. Everyone should be working towards the same sort of end goal, and keep the client happy, keep the client informed, and just really strive to do the best that you can for the client. And the last little to-do advice I would say is know your boundaries. Some clients, some people can be a little tricky to manage. They come up with all sorts of extra things that kind of just slide in your DMs throughout the project, and they kind of forget that Actually, that was not agreed to do in the first place, so any extra tasks should come at an extra cost. Know where your boundaries are. Obviously, in your design fees, you should allow for some form of flexibility there and for going that extra mile. And the client doesn't need to know that at first, but you have made that allowance in case they come to you and say, right, can we just add this on, or can we change that and revise this? And you need to have that flexibility built in so they don't feel like every single time they ask for something to be done, you are basically giving them a number that, okay, this is going to be $5.99. So you don't want that to happen, but at the same time, you don't want them to take the mickey, like the English say, out of you, and stand your ground. This is what we agreed, Mr. Client, and this is what you are asking me to do. So if you would like, I can reissue the design fees and we can crack on with the project. If not, I'm afraid this can't be done in the time frame that we agreed on. I don't know, name it how you want it, but keep your boundaries. And finally, let's look at some things that you do not want to do. Do not do. Weirdly enough, it was hard to find things not to do, but I've got two for you. And the first thing is, do not badmouth or talk behind people's back in front of your client, or talk about other clients in front of your client. They don't need to hear that drama. That does not look professional on you. And yes, it is painful when trades let you down or trades make the deadline delayed, and there's all sorts of things that go wrong, and it is hard to keep the cool, like I said before. But honestly, just take the responsibility and rein it in. Maybe go and have a wine and wine with your girls, with your mates, and let the steam off that way. But never in a million years do that in front of your client. Just don't. And the other second don't that came into my mind is, do not ghost your clients. This means in case things have gone wrong, in case you are panicking, or in case you feel like, what, I need to drop this project, this is not working for me, this is not working for the client. It is going to be better in the long run for you to be honest, for you to be open and just say it as is, but at least you will be saying something. Imagine how do people feel when they have been working with you and you just one day, bye, not even a bye, just like completely vanish from the planet Earth. It's not great, and you know what? This planet Earth is a very small little planet, and people hear from people talk, and eventually it is not going to reflect good on you as a designer or on your business if you're a business owner. So just be honest again, say how it is. If it's not working for you, then it's not working for you. You might need to refund your design fees or anything like that, but just be professional, speak openly, do not ghost your clients. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I really hope there was some useful information in all of this blabber. It is hard, I will tell you honestly, it is hard to make these videos. Sometimes I get comments from people saying, oh, you haven't dropped any value, there wasn't anything valuable in there. Most times people are very kind and do say that this has been useful and that they have learned something, but I always feel like maybe I've not said enough and maybe I've not given enough info. So I hope that this video was not like that. And to finish off, the giveaway. I'm so excited for you guys to be here. Super thankful for all of the subscribers, honestly guys. Seeing that you still stick around and you are watching my content and messaging me, DMing me on Instagram. By the way, go and check it out. But honestly, it means the world to me that you are actually watching this content and it's not just going to waste. So to celebrate the 3,000 subscribers, 3,000 plus now, I want to give away my 3D course for 3 subscribers from this YouTube channel. I'm not doing the giveaway on Instagram because you know what guys, this is about celebrating YouTube. So what you need to do to enter the giveaway is first, like this video. Second, make sure you are subscribed and your notifications are on. And third, comment below and let me know what stage of the whole design process is the most favorite to you. What do you enjoy doing the most and why do you enjoy it? And I am gonna actually pick the winners, the 3 winners from the comments, like actually reading through the comments and thinking, you know what, this person deserves it and that person deserves it. Obviously you all deserve it, but just make those answers really stand out and really just try to show your passion, I think, for the design. So yeah, I hope you're excited. Make sure you enter, and yeah, that's it for today's video. If you have more time, stick around, enjoy these little videos. I'm hoping I can put 2 little boxes here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.